Okay, this is the story The Case of the Crazy Clock, who's written by Brittany Roberts. It was just an ordinary day at school, or so we thought. Buses were coming in, and children with colorful backpacks were walking through the front doors. The principal was in the hallway greeting the students with a smile. Teachers were hanging out cups and passing out morning worships. Everything was normal almost. Turn the page. It says almost. The teacher of our class, Miss Weil, began the day, and it wasn't long before we were learning about action verbs. Miss Weil was calling on the students to give an example of a good action verb. Play, say Jenny. Dive, say Ben. Stop, say Lauren, jumping from her chair. Miss Weil looked surprised, but she continued. Yes, Lauren, stop is an action verb too, but there is no need to shoot it. What's the matter? I'm sorry, Miss Waddle, said Lauren. Daniel is squeaking his desk and it is giving me a headache. Then we all turned to look at Daniel, who was sitting just behind Lauren at the back of the room. He was as pale as he could be. My desk isn't squeaking. I thought it was Ben's desk, he said. Miss Wiggle shook her head. She believed that Daniel hadn't done anything. Okay, look. But the confused look on every student's face told her that they were all quite innocent. All right, she finally said. Whenever has the squeaky desk tried to sit still? Oh, look at the clock. I didn't realize it was time for lunch already. Let's go, class. We all did just as we were told, wondering how the morning had gone by so quickly. We grabbed our lunch boxes and lunch money and hurried to the cafeteria. When we arrived, we became even more confused. Why they become more confused? Okay, look at this is on page 88. There was no food on the serving line, not even an apple, and the cafeteria was empty. Miss Whittle scratched her head and looked around. How strange, she said as she walked back into the kitchen to find someone. Hello, is lunch at a different time today? No, ma'am, it's at 11 o'clock, just as usual, I could say. Why isn't the food out? Asked Miss Whittle, more confused than ever. The cook gave her a strange look and said, It's only 9:45. Miss Whittle laughed and told to the cook that she was very sorry. I must be getting older. I thought for sure the clock in the classroom said 11 o'clock. The cook was understanding, but we were all quite hungry and disappointed. When we got back to the classroom, Miss Whittle looked again at the clock. 10 minutes past 11. It read. Well, I was right. I guess the clock is running fast today, she said. No matter, we will all go to lunch in about an hour. That hour dragged by as each of our stomachs growled. We took turns looking back at the clock. It seemed like it was barely moving. We thought of our homemade turkey sandwiches sitting on our lunch boxes. We thought of the pleasure of the cookies and the bags of chips. No one really thought about the celery sticks. But, sorry, there were in there too. At last, the clock's minute hand ticked as it crosses over the 12. Finally, Miss Whittle said, Now, let's go to lunch. We snatched our lunch boxes and lunch money even faster than before. We hustled to the lunch room, but once again we stuck in a surprise. The kitchen workers, the kitchen workers were mopping the floors and cleaning the food off the serving lines. Wait, called Miss Whittle. My class hasn't eaten yet. The cooks stopped and smiled. They began putting some food back on the line and wiping down on a table for us to use. We were wondering if you were coming, say one cook. It's nearly 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, Miss Waiter repeated. The clock first it was fast and now it is slow. I'll ask the principal to send some to fix. We scarfed down our lunches as we were starving. Never have turkey sandwich or a pleasure taste so good. When we finally returned to our classroom, we saw the cloth was indeed broken. The minute hand was turning one way, then going back to the other way. The crazy cloth, Miss Witter said, I hope someone comes to fix it soon or it won't know when school ends. Miss Witter laughed to herself, but we were all shared a look of fear. Having to stay at school late was much worse than missing lunch. Okay. The lesson continued as Miss Whittle taught us the